setting this up? Because this doesn't make sense.
My thought with him is he kept telling Lucien and Seth, I'm not your enemy, I'm your friend. I want you guys to join me. He kept reiterating that over and over. Even though they're trying to kill him, he keeps saying, I'm not the enemy. And for some reason, in my mind, I'm thinking, this guy is working with priests because you know how the church is always after priests and there's something going on within the church that's not right. And they're working against priest and his group of misfits, as the guy calls them, as the Pope calls them. I just thought this guy may be working with priests to figure out what's going on within the church. And even though they say they killed him, I still don't think he was in that bed because nothing said that they confirmed that it was him. They just shot the bed and left. Right.
Yeah,
it was too easy. Yeah. And, I mean, they just shot the person in the bed and left, and they didn't say that they confirmed. I'm like, it's always a bad sign when you don't go and look and see that person is dead. It's just a bad sign. But it never, ever exposed itself in this story, so I'm waiting for the next one to see what happens.
Yes. And I must say, so I have to tell your readers, prepare yourself, because the heroine actually does get hurt in this book, and it leads the hero to make a very damning decision. So what did you all think about Lucien's decision when Malia got hurt? Did you agree with him or did you disagree?
I agreed.
I understood.
You understood his decision to end the relationship.
Yeah, I agreed because he thought it was his fault. But I also knew that he had the cameras in the house. So if anything happened to her, he would be able to help her. But I was wrong. He was so distracted trying to find his mark that he didn't do it. No, but okay. So the ladies had to take care of themselves.
Yeah. And Michelle, you said you understood why.
Because she was right in the middle of it. And she was a target already. And because she was a target already, it made sense that he would want to protect her the only way he knew how. The absolute only way he knew how was to protect her, was to do what he did. So I understood that. I can't say that it would feel good, but at the same time, only somebody who would love you enough to walk away like that. Does that make sense?
And
he
told her why.
Philosophical sense.
But then he told her also. It wasn't like a lot of other books when the man does that. He walks away from her, but he breaks her heart and he doesn't tell her why. Lucien told her, I'm leaving because I am bringing danger to you. You're in the hospital because of me. And if I go away, then you won't be in danger anymore. In his mind, but he was wrong.
Right. Yeah. I really had mixed feelings at this point. I felt like you said, forever, and he knows what she's struggling with, as far as this relationship thing. And I think, to think he could just come back, I don't know. I really had mixed feelings. I'm like, she's in danger. Good and cotton picking well. She can't protect herself. If anything, she really going to get busted up now. That's what I was thinking. And I really was. I want to be honest with you. I was like, oh, she don't get it now. Because that's all the bad guys are waiting on, for you to just call it quits, and then they're going to roll in. And so I was not happy with him. I really wasn't. I felt like he needed to think through that.
He turns around and says to her, I'm coming back for you.
Right.
I don't care, Michelle. I don't care. I'm one of those women love me enough to stay. Don't love me enough to leave me. That ain't me.
Love me enough to stay
and
kill me.
You could say that you the heroine that says love me enough to stay, but I saw that movie and he was the guy standing over her grave crying.
Right.
So whatever.
She's going to die. He's going away so she can live and he can take out all the danger and then come back. That's not breaking up to me. That to me is saying, oh, he's saving me.
I'm going to make sure you're okay, and then I'll be back.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not going to
bet to her, I will be back. After I take care of this, I will be back.
Right. So to me, he was just saying, I'm going away for an extended period, and we won't be able to talk to each other. It's like he's being deployed, but I'll be back. Coming back for my woman.
Listen to Michelle sounding like Graham.
What? I don't know about that old lady, girl. That old lady's a piece of work. I don't know if I can handle my grandma had a smart mouth, but I don't know if I would be able to handle my grandmother with that much smart mouth on her.
Man, Graham was a hot mess.
Yeah, that grandma reminded me of my mom. Yeah, she definitely reminded me of my mom. I remember my mom telling the guy, I am strapped. And I was like, Mama, are you strapped? And she's like, well, no, not really. But, that'll get him gone. I was like, okay. So,
except his grandma is strapped. When she showed up at the top of the stairs when somebody broke into the house, and Grandma not only pulled a gun, she fired.
Yes.
Oh, Grandma was bad, honey.
Yes.
What got me is the baby girl with her rabbit at the top of the stairs.
Oh, my God.
This bad boy.
Oh, my God. I love that little girl. This little girl always got a rabbit with her when she sleep, y'all. I'm just telling y'all. When she popped the head off that rabbit and pulled out a blade, I was like, oh. I was like, who is this kid?
I love her.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I got a knife in my bedroom, but dang, I'm an adult.
Yeah.
But she's an assassin.
You know what? Yes. Did you all think who gave her this blade? Did y'all wonder about that?
Graham.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought.
She pulled the blade when Grandma pulled a gun, and Malia looking at them like, okay.
And then she said, protect your mama. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
They been
Yes, Lisa, that is the line. Emery, protect your mama. I was like, go ahead, Grandma. Go ahead. Get that little girl away from me. But go ahead.
You know what Seth called her Little Rambo?
Yes. That was so cute.
I love it. I absolutely
love
it.
Little Rambo.
Yes, I absolutely love that. So now we don't even have 10 minutes, y'all. But let's talk about the ending. Okay.
Okay, but don't give too much away.
No, we're not going to give anything away. But there's a lot of things that we discover in this storyline. And briefly, Hawk comes back, and we learn new news about him. But there's a lot that we learn about who Emery really is, what Grandma's background is, and we learn some things about Ari. So,
and we meet some new ladies.
Yes, which actually brings the museum and exhibit that they were interested in. It brings more to life. But
right, and Emery was so fascinated by it.
Yes. So Lisa, tell us about what you think about all the twists and turns that the author introduced not only throughout the story, but as we march towards the ending.
The twists and turns were amazing to me. The big secret that everybody is going to discover in the book, I was like, I halfway figured that one out beforehand, and then the introduction of the new characters had me going like, what? My head almost exploded. I was like, all right, I love it though. But the ending I felt was a little open. It was too open for me. I wanted something final.
Me too.
I don't know. It just felt like, okay, where's the next chapter?
I have a question for both of you. When did you realize that this story was being told at the same time as Hawk's book?
I realized it when Brooklyn was missing and Hawk was going crazy, and they were helping him get her back. And that might have been somewhere, is that around 30%, somewhere up in there?
Okay, so that was, I noticed it before that. Do you remember the scene in the diner? There's a scene in the diner in Hawk's book when she meets Manny, when Brooklyn meets Manny, and she's like, okay, that scene is in this book.
Yes. Yes.
That is
true.
That's true.
At the same time.
That's true. Out in the alley when people are after them and she runs into them.
Yes, and Minnie went to say, okay.
Yes.
I was like, wait,
wow. Okay.
I'm like, I think this book is taking place at the same time as the other book.
Yes.
Which makes sense because Hawk gets the call at the end of Hawk.
Right.
Yes, that is true.
Like, oh, my God.
And it also makes sense why Priest was so moody. Because Priest was like a really nasty man in this book. I liked him in the first book. But it makes sense now why he was so moody. Oh.
Yes. Yes, it does. Now, Michelle, what was your thoughts on the ending of the book and all the twists and turns?
Well, you know what? The ending
discovery.
of this book pretty much says, hey, Hawk, Lucien, Seth, hold my beer. Because there's so many bombs that pretty much explode at the end of this book that you're just kind of left like, okay, wait, hold up. Like, wait, what? Like, wait, what? Like, you get an insight into Priest's personal life. Didn't see that coming.
Right.
Then you get, you know, like, who thinks that Priest is being somebody who can be in love with somebody?
Yeah.
So we didn't go there. But then, as I said, I won't say what it is, but there's something that I've had a sneaking suspicion of since Hawk's book, and this book verified that I was right in my suspicion.
Yeah.
And it'll be very interesting to see how that plays.
Yes. I will tell you, my thought process was, when I found out one of the twists, especially going back to Angel in book 1, I was thinking to myself, no wonder she did. She was so busy writing all these notes and sending this stuff in the mail and stuff, she ain't had time to protect herself. That was my original thought.
She's a big girl.
But she knew it was coming. That's why she was doing all of that.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. But it was just so thorough and so in-depth, and she has a plan for each one of the guys. But I must say the thing that made me smile the biggest was not what happened with the hero and the heroine. It was two things. One, meeting the daughters of Egypt and them sending those birds in. I'm telling you, I want the birds like that. Okay.
Them birds were scary. Oh, my God.
Yes. Not as scary as Emery. I want the birds. Y'all keep Emery.
Emery is not scary. I don't know why you don't like Emery.
Girl, I don't know what you're talking about. That child is scary, and I wouldn't want her at the end of the hall in the dark if I woke up in the middle of the night unless I knew for sure we was friends.
Yes. I
love Emery.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I love her.
But also, that little tidbit about Beast, oh, my gosh. I was like, yes. Yes, unleash the beast. So I am looking forward to that. So
there's a lot of story there.
Yes, so we have about 50 seconds left. Any final thoughts, Lisa? You got about 10 seconds. Anything?
Get this book, read it, love it, and look into the Daughters of Egypt. I hope we get way more of those.
Excellent. All right, Michelle.
I cannot wait to see how the rest of this unfolds because this is getting very deep.
Yes, it is. It's amazing that the story is actually becoming more complex. More complex because the threads from book 1, Hawk's book in the church series, actually continue in this book. And not in a small way. We get more than just a cameo from these characters. And that's what I love about this author's skill with her pen and paper or her keyboard. She is very good at giving this. So that's it for this show. Y'all, I am. We actually ran out of airtime.
Oh, wow.
Can you believe that?
We're gonna have to edit this episode